Good evening, everyone. It's good to see you all. I would invite you all to please rise as we welcome in our 2024 5784 confirmation class.
Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Baruch atah Adonai. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue. Sweet as honey, sweet as honey, sweet as honey on our tongue.
Please be seated. Chag Sameach, everyone. Happy Erev Shavuot. We have made it, along with the generations past of our people, to this moment. This festival of Shavuot is the height of our story in the Torah, where after years of slavery in Egypt, we are a free people, free to worship God. And now we have made it to this moment of receiving Torah at Mount Sinai. Throughout history, Shavuot has morphed from a harvest festival to a water festival to a pilgrimage in Jerusalem, and ultimately to where we are now, which is the festival of the giving of the Torah, where we all symbolically choose to receive the Torah, to rededicate ourselves to Jewish teachings and traditions. And not only do each of us, all of us here today, choose to rededicate ourselves to Torah, our confirmation class culminates with the rituals and the rites that our Reform movement innovated on over 200 years ago. Confirmation is a ceremony to renew the covenant that was made at each of their births and their bar and bat mitzvahs, b'nai mitzvahs. And this year, Rafi, Max, Clint, Becca, Mira, Jacob, and Colin have studied together with Sam Fetterman and me on what it means to be Jewish today and what it might look like in their future. What they are confirming today serves as a stepping stone to their true Jewish adulthood. It has been a pleasure to watch this year, and tonight they will lead us expertly through the Erev Shavuot service, through the liturgy, chanting the Torah, and offering their insights into what it means to be Jewish today. We are going to turn now in our service booklets to the beginning, which is a great place to start. Page 3, with the lighting of the Yom Tov candles.
festival lights open our eyes to the joys in life, beauty that delights the eye, freedom to be ourselves, the knowledge of Torah that shapes our moral being, the heritage of celebration that unites us as a people. Praise to you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, for giving us life, sustaining us, and enabling us to reach this season.
Throughout confirmation this year, we examined what it means to be Jewish. Judaism gives me an identity. To me, Judaism is the action of passing down teachings from generation to generation.
Judaism means to me my culture, my life, and my personality. When I go to Camp Gucci, I talk about what it means to be Jewish all the time. When I come home from camp, I share my experiences such as camp activities, Sunday school, and Hebrew school with my non-Jewish and Jewish friends.
Judaism means following the commandments and following God. It means giving tzedakah, observing Shabbat, and honoring your parents. Judaism means being culturally connected to other Jews.
Yitkara v'yitkara shemei rabba be'alma divera hirute ve'amlich machlote b'chayechon uvyomechon uvachedechol Beit Yisrael bagala uvizman chariv v'yimeru amen. Yehei Shemei Rabba Mevora Le'alam Lo Me'almaya Yitbarach V'ishtabach V'itpar V'roman V'nase V'itadar V'itale V'itala Shemei D'Chudesha B'rechu Le'ela Mincho Birchata V'shirata Tushbechata v'nechemata da'amiram be'alma v'imeru amen.
Please be seated. Day
Now summer's prospect, the world ripening and growing softer. The promise of harvest fulfilled, the warming sun lies before us. Now the vision of Torah, the world at peace and growing gentler. The promise of goodness fulfilled, the loving heart lies open to the mind. To me, being Jewish means that I'm proud to be distinct. When I'm in community with my family and others, I feel at home. My siblings are a big part of how I spread Judaism, and I want to pass my teachings on to them.
Judaism to me means treating others how you want to be treated. This ensures a good relationship with other people. But in Judaism, we also want a good relationship with Adonai. We develop our relationship with Adonai through prayer and how we treat others by listening and having empathy.
Judaism means studying Torah and gaining knowledge. The pursuit of knowledge, celebrating culture, and holidays are all a big part of being Jewish.
When I was little, Judaism was a big part of my life. I went to Gan Yeladim and Camp Gan Izzi. I learned Hebrew when I was little. Judaism is looking at my past and looking to my future.
Please rise for the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kevod, Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam, Leolam Vaed.
Please be seated. V'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol me'odecha v'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anohi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha Vishinantam levaneha, vidibarta bam, bishivteha beveteha, uvleteha vadere, ushochbeha, uvkumeha, ukshartam leot al yadeha, vehayu letotafot beineneha, uktaftam, al mezuzot beiteha uvishareha leman tiskeru vasitem et kol mitzvotai vehitem kedoshim lelohehem ani Adonai Elohehem asher hotze'etietem me'eretz Mitzrayim Lehiot lahem lelohim ani Adonai Elohehem.
As a class, we thought about what Judaism looks like in our future. I'm going to stay committed to being Jewish and continue practicing the beliefs that I was taught.
I'm committed to follow the customs of Judaism and celebrate holidays with my kids. I will continue going to synagogue and services. I want to do this because it is important to pass down Judaism from generation to generation.
I plan to belong to a congregation with my family. I want my future family to attend religious school and Hebrew school, celebrate a bar or bat mitzvah, and have a confirmation. I want my children to build a sukkah on Sukkot, fast on Yom Kippur, and attend high holiday services. I want to celebrate Shabbat, have a Passover Seder, attend temple for yard sites. I hope they will attend Jewish Camp Gucci like my dad's sister and myself, and join youth groups like BYO.
I plan to send my future children to a Jewish preschool. I will encourage them to participate in Sunday school and Hebrew school, as well as encourage them to celebrate Jewish holidays and have their own bar or bat mitzvah.
In the future, I would like to teach the Torah to my children and engage them in religious activities such as Sunday school. I'll encourage them to explore their interests and encourage them to learn about Judaism through moral teachings in the community.
I will lead by example, studying Torah and wanting to learn. I can't force them, but I can influence them by teaching them about the traditions. I would like to keep up with my Hebrew learning. I would like to know more about what the prayers mean. I would like to pass down a mandelbed recipe from my grandmother. I will continue to go to synagogue in college to see what it is like there.
Lecha
This year, we explored the ways in which we are connected to Judaism. I'm connected to being Jewish through a global community of Jewish people. There aren't that many Jewish people my age in Toledo, but I've made a lot of great Jewish friends at Camp Wise and BBYO.
My friends and community make me feel connected to being Jewish. Coming to the temple every Sunday or hanging out with BBYO reminds me of my Jewish identity and culture.
I feel connected to being Jewish by everything I've learned as a Jew and the activities that I participate in at temple, friendship circle, and at home. Please rise for the tefillah. Adonai sefatev tivta ufia gitehilatecha Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu ve'imotenu Elohei Avraham Elohei Yitzchak ve'Elohei Yaakov Elohei Sarah Elohei Rivka Elohei Rachel ve'Elohei Leah Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanorah El Elyon Yomel Hasadim Tovim V'Konei HaKol Hazper Hasdei Avot V'Imahot Umevi Geulam Livnei V'Nehem Leman Shemo Be'ahava Melech Ozer Umoshia Umagen Baruch atah Adonai Magen Avraham Ve'ezrat Saram Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai Mechayeh HaKol Hatavrav Lehoshia Mechayeh Hayim V'Hesed Mechayeh HaKol Ve'Rahamim Ramim Somech Noflim Ve'Rofei Holim Umatir Asurim Umechayem Hemunato Lishenei Afar Michamoha Baal Gevurot Umidom Elav Malech Mikmit Umechayeh Umatmia Yeshua V'ne'eman atah lehayot hakol Baruch atah Adonai mechayeh hakol Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh U'kedoshim b'chol yom lehalelu haselah Baruch atah Adonai ha'el hakadosh. Please be seated.
Bestow upon us the blessing of your holy festivals, and may we so celebrate them as to be worthy of your blessing. Our God and God of our ancestors, make us holy with your mitzvot, and let your Torah be the way of life. May our rest on this day be pleasing in your sight. Satisfy us with your goodness, gladden us with your salvation, and purify our hearts to serve you in truth. Let your holy festivals remain our heritage, and let us celebrate them with joy, so that all Israel, hallowing your name, may have cause to rejoice. We praise you, Adonai, who sanctifies the house of Israel and the festivals. Baruch atah Adonai, Makedesh Yisrael v'hazmanim.
We also thought a lot about how we are connected to Judaism. Judaism defines the way that I live, so I think about it a lot. I connect to Judaism by going to camp, belonging to a congregation, celebrating and practicing holidays and traditions, and through thinking about my heritage.
I am connected to Judaism through the community and the willingness to learn from books about the history of Judaism, the willingness to discover new perspectives on Judaism in general. I'm more connected to Reform Judaism and community.
I am connected to Judaism through my family. My sister inspires me to be more connected to Judaism, and because she is able to connect deeply, I am also able to connect deeper too. One thing that connects me to Judaism is my necklace, which I received as a gift for my bat mitzvah. It says Ahava, which is love, and I wear it each day. Another thing that connects me is seeing the people from the community, either here or outside. When I went to public school, it was nice to see my temple friends there, especially because I was much younger.
Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rab Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon lechol hashalom. וטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Okay. Gonna go. So much of what our confirmands were speaking about tonight is about the actions that they plan to take or that they are taking to connect themselves to community and what they imagine their future might be like. And this is very fitting within Judaism because we are an ethno-religion. We are a religion of action that we are all to take. And when we come to this next prayer in our service, the Mishaberach, we also want to take some sort of action to help the people in our lives who are in need of healing. And sometimes that means visiting people, and sometimes that means bringing them food, and sometimes that means just sending them a text saying, I'm thinking of you, or a call. And in our context, in the context of our services, we also say people's names out loud. And there's some power that comes along with praying for somebody's healing by using their names spoken in community. And so at this time, if you are thinking of someone in your life who is in need of healing, I would encourage you to share it. And I'll start with our confirmation class. Anybody that we'd like to mention? Start on this side. Mm-hmm.
מקור הברכה לאמותינו bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
We pause now for a moment of silent prayer.
In a moment, we will hear our class introduce and chant and translate the 10 Commandments. This is not just because they know how to do it from their B'nai Mitzvah years ago and Hebrew school. This is by design, because on Shavuot, we are all being given and receiving the Torah. Rabbi Dahlia Marks wrote in her new book called From Time to Time, one of the things that has set the people of Israel apart throughout the ages and in many diaspora settings was their knowledge of reading and writing. Reading and writing served first and foremost the goal of Torah study, a mitzvah of the highest order. The rabbis said that study of Torah is equivalent to them all, meaning that the ability to study includes and makes possible all the other mitzvot. Tonight, the conclusion, of sorts, of their childhood education at Temple. These students have learned to read and write in various ways, and it is our hope that their studies continue so that they can learn more for themselves and also to be able to teach others.
Ein kamocha va'Elohim Adonai ve'ein kama'asecha malhutecha
ma'alut kol olamim, umemshaltecha bechol dor v'dor. Adonai melech, Adonai malach, Adonai yimloch le'olam va'ed, Adonai os le'amo yitain, Adonai yevarech et amo v'asham.
Please rise. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum v'Chanun, Adonai, 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 El Rachum v'Chanun, Adonai, Erech apayim v'rav chesed, Emet Adonai, Notzeh chesed la'alafim, Nosei avon v'pesha, v'chata'ah v'nakeh. Adonai, Adonai, El Rachum v'Chanun, Adonai, 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 El Rachum v'Chanun, Adonai.
You do the next part. The microphone. Get there.
Mitzion tetzei Torah, Mitzion tetzei Torah, u'devar Adonai b'Yerushalayim.
Baruch Shenatan
Torah, Torah, Baruch Shenatan Torah, Torah, Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Echad Eloheinu, Gadol Adonenu, Kadosh Shemo.
Gadlu Adonai iti, unerom mamash shemo
Lecha Adonai hagedula, hagevura, hatiferet, hanetzach v'hahod, ki cho b'shamayim u'va'aretz, ki cho b'shamayim u'va'aretz. Lecha Adonai hamamlacha, v'minaseh lechol erosh.
Tonight, my classmates will be chanting and translating the Ten Commandments, the traditional Torah portion that we read on Shavuot. These Ten Commandments are a symbol of all commandments that Judaism has to offer. The Ten Commandments speak of the relationships that individuals have with God and how people should interact with each other. When we read these Ten Commandments at confirmation, we are confirming just that, our relationship with God and Judaism and with the Jewish community.
tonight, our class has the opportunity to say the blessing, the Aliyah, and then each one of them will have the opportunity to either chant or translate from the Torah portion. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Baruch Adonai Hambarach Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Ha'amim V'natan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. V'daber Elohim et hadvarim ha'ela lemor. Anochi Adonai Elohecha asher hotzeiticha be'eretz Mitzrayim מבית עבדים לא יהיה לך אלוהים אחרים על פניי לא תעשה לך פסל בכל תמונה אשר בשמיים ממעל ואשר בארץ מתחת ואשר במים מתחת לארץ לא תשתחווה להם ולא תעבדם כי אנוכי אדוני אלוהיך אלקנה פוקד עוון אבות על בנים על שילשים ועל ריבעים לשונאי ועושה חסד לאלפים לאוהבי ולשומרי מצוותיי.
God spoke all these words, saying, I, Adonai, am your God, who brought you out of the land of Egypt, the house of bondage. You shall have no other gods besides me. You shall not make for yourself a sculptured image or any likeness of what is in the heavens above, or on the earth below, or in the waters underneath the earth. You shall not bow down to them or serve them, for I, Adonai, your God, am an impassioned God, visiting the guilt of the parents upon the children, upon the third and fourth generations of those who reject me, but showing kindness to the 1,000th generation of those who love me and keep my commandments.
Lo tisa et shem Adonai Elohecha lashav ki lo yinakeh Adonai et asher yisa et shemo lashav zachor et yom hashabat l'kadosho sheshet yamim ta'avo עשית כל מלאכתך, יום השביעי, שבת, אדוני אלוהיך, לא תעשה כל מלאכה, אתה ובנך וביתך, עבדך ואמתך ואמתך, בגירך Asher b'sha'arecha hi sheshet yamim asa Adonai et hashamayim ve'et ha'aretz et hayam ve'et kol asher bam vayanach bayom hashvi'i al kain v'yibrach Adonai Et yom HaShabbat v'kadshehu.
You shall not swear falsely by the name of Adonai your God, for Adonai will not clear one who swears falsely by God's name. Remember the Sabbath day and keep it holy. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work, but the seventh day is a Sabbath of Adonai your God. You shall not do any work, you, your son or daughter, your male or female slave, or your cattle, or the stranger who is within your settlements. For in 6 days Adonai made heaven and earth and sea and all that is in them. God rested on the seventh day. Therefore Adonai blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
כבד את אביך ואת אמך, למען יאריכון ימיך על האדמה אשר אדוני אלוהיך נותן לך. לא תרצח, לא תנאף, לא תגנוב, לא תענה ברעך עד שקר, לא תחמוד בית רעך, לא תחמוד אשת רעך, ועבדו ואמתו ושורו וחמורו וכל אשר לרעך.
You shall not murder, you shall not commit adultery, you shall not steal. Honor your father and your mother, that you may long endure on the land that Adonai your God is assigning to you. You shall not bear false witness against your neighbor. You shall not covet your neighbor's house. You shall not covet your neighbor's wife, or his male or female slave, or his ox or his donkey, or anything that is your neighbor's.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher natan lanu Torat emet, v'chayei olam natan b'tochenu. Baruch atah Adonai, noten haTorah.
Amen. Please rise. Ezot HaTorah asher sam Moshe livnei b'nei Yisrael al pi Adonai v'yad Moshe. Yai lai 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 lai. Yai lai 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 lai. be seated. Throughout our service tonight, you have heard much of what our students are thinking about, and one of our concluding sessions that we had this year at my house, during Passover actually, was thinking about what each of them are confirming. In the past, there has been a statement that each confirmation student has stood up here and read for many, 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 many years. And this year, I invited each person in the class to think for themselves about what they themselves are confirming on this day. And so now we have the opportunity to hear from each of our students about what they are confirming tonight.
As we have been discovering our Jewish path, we thought about what this day means and what we are confirming. I am confirming to live by the Jewish calendar and commandments, remaining as a part of the Jewish community, helping with Sundays in Hebrew school, staying active in BBYO and temple life, as well as attending Birthright. I will continue to study Judaism as an adult also.
I am confirming I am a Jew. I am confirming I will continue to study Judaism. I am confirming I am a Jew with unique beliefs. I am a Jew because Adonai flows through me. I am a Jew because I bring chesed everywhere, and I am a Jew because I love the Torah and Judaism.
I'm confirming my faith and beliefs, my role in the community, and my knowledge of Judaism.
I'm confirming my understanding of Judaism so far in life. I'm confirming the importance of Jewish identity. I'm confirming that I will continue to practice Judaism in the future.
I'm confirming my future life as a Jew. I'm confirming for my family. I'm confirming for my own knowledge of the prayers.
I am confirming my Jewish heritage and culture. I am confirming my rightful place in the diaspora. I am confirming that Judaism continues after my bat mitzvah.
I am confirming that I understand all the prayers and ceremonies that I perform instead of just going through the motions. I am confirming that Judaism is something that is part of my identity, and I will continue with it. I am confirming that I am ready to be Jewish on my own.
You can all go have a seat. Whenever I meet with bar and bat mitzvah students, I tentatively ask, are you going to be continuing with religious school next year? And in this community, and thankfully in the other communities of which I've served, that answer is often yes. That there is an idea that in the world, that after bar and bat mitzvah, Jewish education is over. And yet, here we are with 7 students who are saying that not only is their education not over at the end of 7th grade, but it continues through 9th grade. And each of them have stated in their own way that this is important to them and it will continue on in their lives. This is also something not to be taken for granted, especially this year. With everything that our community, the Jewish community and the world is going through, particularly with the war in Israel and the ensuing anti-Semitism that happens, the idea that you all can stand up and proudly say that you are Jewish, that you like being Jewish, and that being Jewish has something to offer yourselves and the world is truly incredible. And it can be a message for each of us sitting in this room, hopefully a hopeful message that our tradition is continuing on. And it may look different than it has in generations before, as all of the generations before have thought that the next generation of Judaism will look different. And that is just fine. and that is just the way it is supposed to be. When the Israelites stood at the foot of Mount Sinai to receive the Torah, they rejoiced and exclaimed, Na'aseh v'nishma. We will do and we will understand. You will take action, and through taking action, you will understand. So great was their anticipation that they pledged themselves to follow God even before knowing precisely what was being asked of them. Since that moment, we Jews have been saying first, Na'aseh, we shall do, and then Nishma, we shall understand. Our affinity with our Israelite ancestors inspires us to continue to embrace our heritage in every generation, carrying words of Torah on our lips and in our hearts. Through learning, we are taught the language of our people, Hebrew. We are inspired to observe Jewish customs and to ponder Jewish ideas, even before our minds are ripe enough to understand them. But for this heritage to take root in our hearts, we must continually strive to hear the commands of our religion and learn to appreciate beautiful teachings. Whatever the circumstances that lead us to this sacred space, we must pledge to become Jews by choice. And tonight, we look to you, our confirmands, to take your place as guardians of our sacred heritage, to carry forth God's light and truth into the world. Thus, can you help our people to answer the prophetic call to be a light among the nations and inspire your peers, your family, and everyone you meet to engage with the task of tikkun olam, of working in partnership with God for the betterment of the world. After being with you all this year, along with Sam, it's pretty clear that the 7 of you are really going to do that you care so deeply about our community, you care so deeply about our tradition and each other, that you absolutely, without a doubt, will go throughout the world with the intention of making it better. Amen. Now I'd like to invite all of our parents to stand in their places. This is the parent blessing part. It is on page 15 of your booklet. And I'm going to ask all of our confirmands to come stand in a line up here in the front so you can see your parents. Parents, throughout your children's lives, you have made many, many sacrifices and also commitments to raising them to this point. And this is one more opportunity for you to bless them. So we can all read in unison. Our hearts are... Amen. Thank you. Cantor and I are now going to offer our confirmands with a communal blessing in front of the open ark. So I am actually going to ask everyone to please stand once again. Cantor and I are now going to offer our class the priestly benediction.
Yivarechecha Adonai ve'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'yechuneka.
May God's face shine upon you and be gracious to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha v'yasim lecha shalom.
And may God's presence always be with you and bring you abundant peace. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Mazel tov. Okay. We're going to close the ark now. And everyone may be seated. We're going to call up Wendy Payne to offer our certificates and gifts.
Sam, can you come up and help me with the Bibles? I just want to start by saying, although I adore all the religious school students, I have spent time with most of you since preschool. We've done play dates together, we've done field trips together, we've gone to events together, movies together, and celebrated many occasions together, and I'm truly honored to be able to call all of your parents my friends and family. And I don't have that relationship with any other class, so this is kind of bittersweet for me, bringing the last group through that have had this special relationship with me. I'd like to I'm gonna call everybody up one by one. I'm gonna give you your confirmation certificate and your engraved copy of the Tanakh. I'm gonna ask that you put them under your seats and leave them there when you press us out, and we'll come back for them in a few minutes. Becca Weingarten. Mira Weingarten. Colin Thaler. Max Rhodes. Jacob Payne. Clint Lingen. And last but not least, Rafi Burns.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה.
Thank God for bringing us to this place and this moment in our lives. We're going to return. Oh, no. Okay, come on. Sure. Thank you. Thank you. You're welcome. Our pleasure. We're going to turn to page 15 and rise for Aleinu, and we'll stay standing for the mourner's Kaddish afterwards. This time, if there is anyone here in our community this evening remembering someone, whether it is their yard site, or they're in the period of Shloshim or Shiva, and you'd like to share a name, I would invite you to do so. Start on this side of the room.
Yitkara v'yitkara shemei rabba ve'alma divra hirute ve'amlich machute
Chayechon uviomechon
v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael ba'agala u'izman chariv imru amen. Yehei shemei rabba u'rach ve'olam olmei olmaya yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitraman v'yitnaseh Vitadar, Vitale, Vitala, Shemei Kudisha Berechu, Le'ela Minko, Birchata, Vishirata, Tishbachata, Venechamata, Da Miram Be'alma, Vimru, Amen. Yehei Shlama Rabba Min Shemaya, Lechaye, Nolinu Ve'echo Yisrael, Vimru, Amen. Osei Shalom Bimramav, Uyasei Shalom, Aleinu Ve'echo Yisrael, Vimru. Amen. You may be seated.
Tomorrow morning, we are going to be continuing our Shavuot observance at 10:30 a.m. in the chapel, where we will have an opportunity to again hear the Ten Commandments, look at the book of Ruth, which is the Megillah that we read on Shavuot, and have a moment of Yizkor to remember the people in our lives who are no longer with us. So please join us at 10:30 tomorrow morning in the chapel. The closing song tonight is all about peace. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu.
Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Od Yavo Shalom Aleinu. Ve'amula.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach.
Mazel tov to each one of you for raising these wonderful children, students, teenagers, and Chag Sameach. Thank you for being here.